everyone. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be going back to Master on Tech Crazy Hot Finds, where I go to my local Amazon bin store, see what I can find for awesome tech, and bring it back to show you guys what I found. Today it's going to be the Tecurs MR02. We'll be checking out the microphone, seeing what all it can do, the sound that it produces, what it looks like, and what all comes in the box. It's honestly a great package. It's a great deal. It comes with everything you need, and we'll get into that more. So sit back, hang out, and let's get into it. All right, and the Tecurs condenser microphone MR02. As you can see, the box is a little bit mangled, a little bit destroyed, but that's why it's at the bin store. It's been liquidated, it was used, or sent back to Amazon, or got crushed, so that's why it's there. But it's now in my hands. We're going to check it out. Just because the box is destroyed doesn't mean the internals are. And of course, we'll see that here. Everything looks in pristine condition. Just the box is absolutely mangled. We got a pop filter right here on top. By the way, this is a double layer pop filter, so it does help out a little bit more. I love the packaging, how it's intricately stacked on top of each other. Very good use of the packaging. And now we get inside here, the microphone. It's got this really nice premium metal feel to the whole thing. And we've got this nice red internal, which does glow. It does have LEDs. And so you know if it glows, it's on. If it isn't glowing, it's off. And you have your gain knob here, straight in the middle for volume or sensitivity. And then, of course, you have the mute button. That is a touch capacitive. So you just tap it and it goes off. We do have the shock mount. And by the way, all these parts are metal. So even though it's a little bit sharper than I would think would be safe, depending on what it is, it's not going to cut you or anything. But again, it's still metal and probably could be deburred a little bit better. And we do have this little mini tripod. If you want to use that, you just set it on your desk if you want to do it that way. But the biggest kicker for this setup is here in just a moment. We do have some cable ties here for management of the USB cable, which we'll check out next. It is actually fairly long. Good enough for most uses. Not super long. You can't just move the mic anywhere. It does need to be fairly close to the computer. But this is the next part that is actually really nice. It does come with a boom arm. And so this, you can clamp it to your desk. Go ahead and pop the other bigger piece we'll get into next. And then you can have the mic as well. It does have a pop filter or windsock, depending on what you want to call them, which is an extra bump. That's an extra perk. And then we have a different kind of mount. It's not really a shock mount, but you can still use it to screw into. And then, of course, the boom arm itself. It's not exactly what you'd call high-end premium. It is really lightweight aluminum. There's not a lot of weight to it. But at the same time, this entire kit is under 50 bucks. So keep that in mind. You're getting a shock mount, a boom arm, you're getting the microphone itself, we're getting the pop filter and the windsock to go with everything. So all that combined, we're sitting with some really good value here. And the fact that it's all metal. It's not plastic. And so again, here's it with the actual pop filter and the windscreen. And so both of them together, you will not have any T's or P's or plus make your way through your microphone. And now we're going to go ahead and see some sound tests, which there's not a whole lot to it. But this is just for the sake of I continue to do it. The knob is extremely smooth. There's no clicks. There's no ticks that goes with it. The touch capacitive is, of course, touch. If you spin it around, there is a good bit of noise, but 7-8 decibels here. And for now, out of the box, it is smooth when you move the boom arm. But do note that these types of boom arms, over time, the springs will start pinging or popping. So just note that that's a thing. Now we're going to go ahead and unscrew this guy. Let's go ahead and see how much it weighs. Right at 326 grams, so nothing too crazily heavy. It is a good weight, like I said before. but again, not too crazy. And if you use it on a different arm, even if it's used, it shouldn't have too much of a problem holding up the weight. Now next, let's go ahead and get into the sound quality. You guys have been hearing me this entire time on my Mayano PD400X, and this is a XLR mic. We're going to use this guy, my microphone headset that's on my head, and then we'll use the MR02. So check it out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the test. This is the Mayano PD400X. This is my XLR mic. This is what you've been hearing me on this entire time. And so this is going to be our baseline for what you guys are used to hearing in the videos that you've seen the entire time. Now we're going to switch over to the headset mic that I have on my Nubo headset. This is just a standard headset that's on my microphone. And so, you know, then blah, 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 it sounds pretty terrible. Now we're going to switch over to the MR02, using it just straight out of the microphone. No issues. It's sounding pretty good so far. And again, the fact that all this came in a $50 package is pretty fantastic comparatively to the mic that I normally use. All right, and this is with the MR02 with a little bit of post-processing, a little bit of AI, using still series sonar to clean it up, enhance the audio quality a little bit, and to bring out the fidelity back into it. So really not too bad. Honestly, they sound really close together between my normal mic and just this USB one, not XLR. So definitely something that you'd look into. Would recommend using something like that, like Voicemeeter or Still Series, to enhance the fidelity of the microphone to really get the most mileage out of it. But this is, again, what you would expect to hear with Still Series sonar and the MR02. All right, as you can see, it's not necessarily as full as the XLR, which is typically how it goes with USB mics, but it's fantastic. It has a great range. It sounds clear. Honestly, these USB mics are getting crazily good these days, and for under $50, again, you get the mic, the arm, the filters, the windscreens. You get all the things you need to have an effective mic that doesn't have any extra peaks or tips over. Once you get the T's and P's in there, it doesn't have the extra peak that comes with it. So honestly, this is one of the craziest mics that I think I've seen with a kit for this price. Absolutely would recommend this to anybody who's getting started into content creation, podcasting, even just if you want to use something fancy for meetings. This will be absolutely fantastic. Nobody should have any issues hearing you whatsoever. This microphone should be good for just about all general purposes, and absolutely at the beginning of your content creation path. Of course, links to everything will be down in the description below if you guys want to check it out on Amazon. Of course, if you buy it, it does help out the channel. There's a little bit of a perk there. So I would appreciate it if you click that. And I appreciate you guys checking it out and seeing this video, watching it, and having a good time with me and making it to the end. Of course, if you guys are new here, go ahead and feel free to hit the subscribe button, like it, leave a comment. If you have any questions about the microphone, let me know, and I will see what I can do to make your questions happen and get the answers for you. So let me know down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. But until next time, guys, once you hit the subscribe and you hit like, you'll get notified when the next video comes out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So see you soon.